Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with the eCom Sellers Podcast, and I have with me my co-host, my partner in crime on this journey,
Kelly V, come on board.
And Kelly and I come to you every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're live on the eCom Sellers Academy page. I believe that's where we are. And this video will also be available on the eCom Sellers Podcast. So if you haven't already subscribed, go to the eCom Sellers Podcast so you can subscribe. You can also check us out live on the eCom Sellers Academy fan page and also, I believe, on the eCom Sellers Summit fan page. So with that, we do the eCom Sellers podcast to give you the latest and greatest that's going on, the e-commerce news, tips, and more. And today we're going to be covering Poshmark, not podcast, Poshmark, as we talk about the tips. So Poshmark is our topic. So if you'll stick around, we're going to get to Poshmark. But first, I am going to turn it over to Kelly to tell us what's going on in her world. I'll give you a quick update on my world, and then we'll get into the news. So Kelly, what's going on in your world?
Oh, just been busy. I mean, this week just felt like nonstop. I was doing something. Had to do this, had doctor's appointment. And I went sourcing all this week and found some great stuff. Now it's just to get them stuff out of the bags and listed. Because they not going to sell in the bags.
No, they're not going to sell in the bags. That is true. Well, for me, I have been, we have been just, feverishly trying to get the stuff out of the house, which is what I told you I was going on a mission to do. So, in this past weekend, or, Monday today is Columbus Day, but the past weekend was, of course, all the Columbus Day sales. So that's an opportunity for you all to get some inventory at some amazing prices. And of course, Prime Day, dun, 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 Monday and Tuesday. So it's Prime Day number two. Prime Day number two. So if you didn't know that, now you do. You want to write it down. I have no idea if Amazon's going to stick with it. I think, they're hoping to probably get those amazing numbers that they got like when we had COVID in 2020. And I think, they're hoping to also re-stimulate sales because of the fact that they reported the sales were down for them for Q2. So it's a tactic. It's a strategy. We'll see if they'll do it again next year. But I think they're going to probably stick with their July date because that July date has been working for them for several years now. So in any case, Miss Kelly, the floor is yours to talk about the news.
All right. There wasn't much news that I found. I guess no news is good news.
Maybe.
Let's see, Amazon, they're because the Prime holiday's coming up, they're inviting sellers to offer deals, and some of the sellers like, well, it's too quickly, you didn't tell us about it, and they're like, well, we told you about it way back then. And so but if you're a seller on Amazon, maybe you need to check your prices, make sure that there's no one else offering some good deals. And if you're able to, with your profit margin, to offer deals, maybe a special coupon or something to go along, to get extra sales during the event. eBay, they're pulling its app from the Shopify App Store.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of sellers have been complaining that it's not synchronizing correctly and not like, if something sells on one platform, it's not being taken off the other one. So then they get double sales of the same item or something. And that can be a bad thing on your metrics if you have to keep on canceling sales. So,
well, I do want to say eBay has an app, but there's also other developers who have created other apps for eBay integration. So if you're taking the eBay direct app away, look for other integration opportunities with Shopify because they have so many different apps and they have a lot of different developers that develop integrations as well. So if eBay itself, its own app, integration is not working, then consider one of the other developers. Look at the ratings on that app within the Shopify App Store and try to test drive one of those. Connect that one instead. Just a helpful tip.
all right. And the biggest news this week is about Poshmark. And we're going over Poshmark, but Poshmark is being acquired by a South Korean company called Navar, Navar,
Hmm.
for $1.2 billion.
Woo.
But they'll still be called Poshmark and everything. And there's some interesting stats. I know you like the stats. There's
I
over
do.
80 million users across 90% of the zip codes in the US. And the primary demographics of Poshmarks are millennials and Gen Z users.
Okay. That's good to know.
Um, yeah. So, like I said, that's why I cross post on multiple platforms, because each platform has its own, demographic of users. You think eBay, it's probably most likely more the Gen X and older, the boomers and such. And of course, then you have Poshmark and and Makari, probably your millennials and Gen Z, and then you have like Depop and whatnots and everything. So that's probably even the younger. So
Yeah, I was working with Renata, my business partner. We were working with our VA this weekend on getting things listed over on Depop. And so, yeah, that is one of the platforms where the millennials are hanging out. So, yeah, we were putting some. I was talking to her about she's got some really nice shoes. And of course, if you list them on eBay, they're going to go through the authentication program. And she's like, I don't know where some of this stuff is. And I'm like, well, then you probably want to list them on some of these other platforms. So
mhm.
yeah, we were looking at Depop and then some of the other platforms. One day we're going to go over, there's so many reseller platforms out there. It is bananas. And one day we're going to go through that list. But anyway, go ahead.
That was it. That was what I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, there wasn't much. I mean, there was some news, but it was like something happened on that day, or it happened. There's an event happening the next day from the news, and I'm like, well, I could talk about it, but that thing already happened. So
There you go. All right. Well, I'm going to share my screen. We're going to capture what's happening, what's showing up on my screen. Again, we're still using this tool that I love to hate and hate so much. I won't even say anything about love, really. Anyway, all right. So the first thing I wanted to do is I couldn't bring it up in incognito. I don't know why. So U.S. Postal Service would not let me bring it up. So Kelly actually found this link, the news posting for this. So this is on the USPS website, USPS, U.S. Postal Service, for those who are not to confuse that with UPS. So USPS posted their prepping for the holidays most important dates. So prepping for the holidays most important dates. You want to pay attention. The dates that they've given you to get your item to the destination by December the 25th. If it is retail ground, November the 5th, which is crazy for all zip codes. So I don't think anybody's going to be really, really shipping retail ground service to try. And I think that's probably for some other day because they've got US. Well, that's, sorry, I forget about the military, the fleet, the domestic post office, the Army post office, all of those. So, domestic fleet, if you're trying to get something to somebody that's in the military by December 25th, you need to mail it by November the 5th. Okay, if you're doing retail ground. If you are doing priority mail and first class mail, and again, this is for military, so this is air, army, post office, fleet, post office, and domestic post office. If you're sending it priority mail or first class mail, you need to have it in the mail by December the 9th in order for them to receive it by December 25th. And then if you are sending it priority express mail to the military, then you need to have it in the mail by December the 16th. Now, all other USPS retail ground service, USPS first class mail and first class packages. You need to have those in the mail by, or to the post office by December the 17th. If you're doing priority service, then you need that to them by December the 19th. And if you're doing priority express mail, December the 23rd. So this year, Christmas is on the Saturday, isn't it? Is it on a Saturday? I think it
Sunday,
is.
I think.
Uh, is it? I thought it was a Saturday for some reason. Now I got to go look. So just make sure that you're aware of the dates. Make sure that you make a note of them so that there's no surprises. Now, if you're in Alaska or Hawaii, then your dates are slightly different and they're slightly sooner. Um, so if you're doing USPS ground retail in Alaska, they need to receive it by December the 2nd. And if you are doing, it looks like for the first class and priority mail for both Hawaii and Alaska, it's the same as it is for all other states. And then if you're trying to get it priority express, they need to have it in the post office by December the 21st in order to guarantee delivery or close to guaranteed delivery for this by December the 25th. So December the 25th, she's right, is on a Sunday this year. So the 23rd is on a Friday and the 21st is on a Wednesday. So giving you the time that you need to know when you need to get your stuff in the mail. This is also helpful for those, like if you're doing the shipping yourself as a reseller, or if you're just, you're doing wholesale shipping yourself, or you're working on drop shipping, make sure that you're doing that research to figure out, your suppliers and where they're shipping from, and if there's a preferred shipping method that they use to get it to your customer, whether it's FedEx, whether it's UPS, whether it's DHL. I think we talked about it. I can't remember who published their dates first. I think either it was FedEx or UPS. And Kelly, can you go back and just double check that and tell me which one of those have already published their dates as well? We just didn't really go over them. But yeah. So now you have the dates. You can go to USPS.com and look up their holiday announcement for the dates.
I was
Then
gonna
go ahead.
I was gonna also say, it might be better to, when you're listing stuff now, to offer, say it's a first class item, offer also a upgrade to priority mail if they want, so that in case they need it sooner, they might pay the extra to have it sent priority mail. And they
That's
might be
true.
like, hey, you're the only one who's offering this, so I'm gonna buy it from you.
So that is a smart move, especially as you get closer to December. If you want to do that now, that's an option. But if as you get closer to December, you may want to make sure, like before Black Friday, that you have those other shipping method options available so that people can buy those others and then they can order it from you versus somebody else and guarantee that they'll get it in enough time. So good catch there, Kelly. And again, can you look real quick to see, was it FedEx or was it UPS who
That's
had their dates already published? I can't
I'm
remember.
looking on my phone, see if
Okay,
it.
if it's there. All
Mhm.
right. Well, this article, while we're looking for that, comes to us from the Sun, and it's talking about that Walmart is shutting down some stores. Now, we already know that they, had several stores that were damaged in Florida because of the hurricane, so that's definitely going to have an impact. And I'm sure those stores are having to deal with everything, like shortages of everything. So, just I guess. We're praying for those people in Florida, first of all. And I guess you're going to have to be patient because those stores, they're working to get them back up and running. Um, in addition to that, they did close some stores, and that's been like an announcement that they've had. There were a handful of stores they were going to shut down anyway. So just the timing just happened to fall around the same time as the hurricane. So and then if you're doing retail arbitrage or from any of the Walmart stores, like, I don't know, maybe this is an opportunity for you to get in the car and go see what's happening in the surrounding states. So if you have the opportunity to do that, you might want to rent a van for the weekend and go to some
Mhm.
retail arbitrage up north in like Alabama and Mississippi and Georgia and see what they got in South Carolina. So that way you don't have to worry about the delays that you're having right now in Florida. Just a thought. Not all the stores are being impacted, but several of the stores on the Gulf side, like in that middle section on the Gulf side, are impacted. All right. Then this article comes to us from NPR, and it's talking about Goodwill and their national online store shop for thrifters. Now, the one thing I did, and the venture is called Goodwill Finds. All right. So again, this article comes to us from NPR, and it's called Goodwill Finds. And so if you go look it up, I believe there's a place where you can list your stuff, and there's also a place where you can find things. So, you can go check out Goodwill Finds, is what it is. And
Ridiculously overpriced is what it is.
it probably is overpriced, but but they do have a lot of products on here. I don't know what took Goodwill so long to get here. I have no idea what took them so long to get here. So that's just crazy. They probably should have been online a long time ago.
Well, they do. They did have the Goodwill. There's also they had like another one where they're selling like boxes of stuff. But from what I've seen from other people, they're like, okay, they're trying to sell LuLaRoe stuff for like hundreds of dollars for a pair of leggings, which a normal seller here on eBay and everything, we can get $15 for those same leggings. And I'm like, what does Goodwill think they have?
I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know that Goodwill Finds is online. So you might want to check it out and see if it's something that is a viable. I mean, you might have an amazing find on Goodwill Finds. I'm sure that they have some stuff that they don't know that they've mispriced, and they probably have some stuff that they know that they've overpriced. So, you might still find that one of a kind set of books. I can't remember who it was that brought those set of books. Maybe it was you, Kelly, or if it was Norman, where they bought a set of books for like, I don't know. I feel like it was like $40 or something like that. And they sold it for like $300 or $400. It may have been, what's his name? Lord have mercy. I know his
Derek.
name. Nope, not Derek. Why can I not think of his name? I can see his face. Our other amazing thrifter.
Flashlight,
huh? I know. We are both. I see his face. I
want to say Kenny.
Nope. That's all right. Now we feel bad because he knows we're talking about him and we can't remember his name.
We'll remember at 2:00 this morning. In the morning, we wake up and yell his name.
All right. Well, we love you though, even though we can't, for some whatever reason, our COVID brains are not allowing us to remember your name right now. So we know his name. That is so funny. Okay, but anyway, yeah, you can still probably find some great deals. So, oh my God, I feel so bad. All right, I wanted to let you guys know that you can sign up now for ASD. Registration is open. ASD week is February the 26th through the 1st. So you can definitely go sign up right now for ASD week if you want to. So the registration is open for you. So go check it out. I have no idea what is going on with my phone. I was trying to go look up his name. Kedrick, we are so sorry. It took us a minute. I knew his name. I told y'all. Oh my gosh, so funny. Kedrick, we are so sorry. He is going to really give us a hard time now. But anyway, ASD is open. So if you're planning on going, register now, February 26th through March the 1st. This is what I will say. Like going in February may actually be a pretty good deal because in the summertime, they're definitely packed. And it may give you an opportunity to find some deals so that you can begin sourcing for Q4 early. So maybe an option, especially if you're planning on going private label, white label in 2023. Think about it. All right. And then last but not least, a sad story. So there's a parent that is accusing Amazon of selling suicide kits to teenagers. Teenagers, there's a lot of stuff that's happening with teenagers these days. And so she filed a complaint in California. California courts are getting a lot of complaints about Amazon. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, So they're saying that the teenagers can buy these kits. You can go and read the article. It really is sad. My heart goes out to, those families that are impacted by this nonsense. And I don't mean nonsense in the sense of this is not a real thing, in the sense that, if they are really selling this to teenagers on purpose or targeting them, that this is a bad thing to be doing. That's what I mean by, like, the kids got enough going on. Our kids have enough going on. There's too much going on already. So in any case, so that is almost all the news. I'm sure that there's some other pieces of news that we probably missed. We did transfer to a new news tracking process, so we'll probably catch up on the news
I
next week.
found the dates for UPS.
Ah, you did. Okay, can
Yeah.
you share the link? Or you want give me the link?
Well, I'm using my other phone, so I can just talk.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
it's on US Global Mail. That's where I got
Okay,
it from.
U.S. Global Mail. Okay, U.S. Global Mail. And is it at the bottom?
No, it was like an article from May.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, go ahead and give us the dates since I don't
Okay.
immediately.
For UPS ground shipping, mail packages by the 16th of December. For UPS 3-day select, mail packages by the 21st of December. And for UPS second day air, it's mail by the 22nd of December.
Okay.
And for UPS next day air, mail packages by the 23rd of December. Yeah, there.
There you go. So that's good to know for UPS. Write down those dates. Go look at this website so you have those dates handy. This is information you need to know now that's going to help you. It is, I won't say it's exactly the same as USPS, but there are close dates because USPS is like the 17th. Theirs is the 16th, so pretty close. So I would say, your goal is to anything that is shipped, after or before December the 15th, there's going to be a high probability it'll get there by Christmas, by the 25th. So you can do that whole Christmas guarantee. And I will tell you, like, the free shipping, most of the stores that do online sales will have a date that they will publish. That date is typically around December the 10th, where they say that they'll guarantee that it'll arrive by Christmas if you order it by December the 10th. So if you stay close to their date or close to the 15th, you should be good. Anything after that, I would say all bets are off. There's not 100% guarantee. So your goal is to try and get it to the person before Christmas. And even if they get it after Christmas, that still works for a lot of people. But you just want to make sure that in your listings on whatever platforms you're selling on, or if you have your own storefront, that you make a note of those guaranteed delivery dates based on the method in which it's being shipped, so that your customers have an understanding and a comfort level with doing transactions with you. And like Kelly suggested before, offer express shipping, because that may help you to stand out on your listings compared to someone else that may be selling the similar or same product.
And
Anything else?
these are all domestic shipping. It's not for international. So international, it does take, for Canada, it's maybe like a week or two more. And, unless you're doing Priority Express International, which is bukus of money, then those dates are probably be beginning December.
All right. And don't forget, Kelly, I think it was last podcast, Kelly went over the eBay, the new, I call it global shipping program, but it's not called that anymore. It's called something
Yeah.
else. So we may take a deeper dive in that next week or the following week. eBay's sort of replacement for the global shipping program and what that means to you, so that you're aware of that, because that's still a viable option to list your items if you want to sell it internationally. And just the short Cliff Notes version is your products will all go, or your shipment will go to the same address, and then it'll be dispersed out to wherever it's eventually supposed to go. So that's in a nutshell what the process is. I don't think conceptually it's really changed. They just changed the name of the program. the concept, the majority of the concept stays the same. So we'll talk about any impact for holiday shipments there. All right. I think that's it for the news for right now. Let's get into our topic, our e-commerce tips. So with that, now we're going to go into the e-commerce tips part of this. Today we're talking about Poshmark and 7 things that you can sell on Poshmark. Now I will tell you, I don't know, I only have a handful of listings on Poshmark. I have more listings on Makari than I do on Poshmark. So I think Kelly sells a little bit more on Poshmark than I do.
Yeah.
So there you go. So any gaps, because I don't have as many things. I do have things, but I don't have as many. So. All right, so let's get after it. So number 1, of course, clothes, used, new, kids' clothes, women's clothes, men's clothes, you name it. They need to be in good condition. You can't sell stuff that's tattered and torn unless that's the actual style in which it was purchased, which I still to this day, I'm still trying to process why somebody would buy jeans with tears already in. I'm like, go home and you can do that yourself. But anyway.
Or vintage items, some vintage T-shirts, that have holes in them and stains, and people are like, I don't care, it's a vintage T-shirt from 1974. I want to get that shirt,
That's what they want. Let them have it. So clothes, you can pretty much sell all kinds of clothes on Poshmark. Take good pictures, guys. Make sure that your pictures are really good. I've seen some really nice pictures on Poshmark. I've also seen some not so nice. Also include the dimensions where it makes sense. Sometimes you'll get questions about dimensions, but make sure you include the dimensions. Had a shirt that we sold, and somebody wanted to know from armpit to armpit what the actual measurements were for the shirt, even though we gave the size. And so we measured it and gave the dimensions. So I was like, okay, lesson learned. So just share as much as you can. And then if it is used, take the pictures of the places where it is, I don't know, decaying or just a little ratted that it would normally be. If it was designed that way, make sure you indicate that in the description. Those people who know those types of clothes will know that it was designed with the tears, the holes, the rips, and all that other craziness. All right, Kelly.
Accessories. So that's like, like your belts, and some people make their own hair bows and sell those on there. Jewelry, anything to accessorize your outfits with. I haven't done too much accessories, but
yeah. I think the most I've done is like headbands or scarves, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, new makeup. We did say new. I probably should just put new makeup. So you will find new makeup on there on Poshmark. When you look it up, you'll also find some of the other stuff that goes with like the brushes and stuff like that. So you can list those things on Poshmark. You also have other platforms you can list them on. But again, putting them before Poshmark. And as Kelly said before, remember and think about your audience. What type of audience is this on Poshmark predominantly? And so what is it that they like? So that's the type of makeup. If you're going to sell makeup on Poshmark, that's what you want to sell. So go do that research. If you don't already know, or if you're not already part of that avatar group, go do that research first. So you'll know what you should list on that platform. Based on the dominance of the group that really does buy from that platform.
Pet items. So they do have a pet category now. So that's like, I guess, like pet clothes. The people put sweaters and stuff on their pets, and accessories for their pets, and anything that your pet might need. Cat bed maybe, or that kind of stuff. I haven't really sold any pet items on there. I haven't really sold much pet items. I mean, I remember back when I first started eBay, I would go to the dollar store and I found these little pet things that I sold. I mean, I paid $1 for them, and I sold them for $7 on eBay just to get my feedback up. So
There you go. Love it, love it, love it. Purses and bags. So, you can throw those into accessories or not, even in shoes. So, purses, bags, shoes, you can definitely sell those. The high end purses and bags definitely sell on Poshmark. The nice shoes also sell on Poshmark. Make sure you take pictures of the bottoms as well. And anything around the shoes as you're taking those pictures, things that are helpful to know. So, on the purses, any clasps, or like the straps, and where there might be some little nick here or there. But take really good pictures, good lighting, so that way everything is clear, bright, it pops, and people can see exactly what they're getting. And if it makes sense to include dimensions, like the how big the purse is, because sometimes when you look at a picture, you can't really tell how big something is visually, especially if it's an oversized purse. And when you take the picture, it doesn't look like it's oversized. So sometimes people need like those dimensions to kind of gauge how big or small something is.
that, or someone puts like a common thing, like a soda can or something next to it, so they can say, "Okay, now I know how big it is because I know how big a soda can is." And
Things like that,
yeah.
for sure.
Uh, Select home goods. Yeah, you can sell blankets and dinner kitchenware. I sell coffee mugs on there. I will mention that anything that's breakable, they're going to send out this warning pop up that comes up, and you're like, "Oh, well, you can't sell it." No, you can sell it. They're just telling you that if it breaks during shipping, Poshmark's not going to cover that thing. They're like, "We're not going to cover it if it breaks. So you make sure you pack it good." So my people have sold pans, pots, dinnerware, home decor. I sold some Christmas stuff this last week on Poshmark. So yeah, home goods. They added that about 2 years ago. They added the home goods category because it used to be just clothes, and now they're adding all these different categories: home goods, electronics, and so they're branching out.
There you go. And then some electronics that will allow you to sell some electronics. So, as I go through Poshmark, and I know that they will allow you to sell some things that, like, I see like a watch on here. I see a few different things that are electronic. I haven't sold any electronics on Poshmark. I'm going to be honest about that. So just be mindful of what you're selling and price it accordingly. There's some really good pictures of some of the electrons. But anyway, so they will allow you to sell some of those things on their platform. And as she's talking about home goods, like someone has on here, like the electronic, like face scrubber, like the brush thing that goes around in circles. I remember getting that when I was in high school, getting one of those for my lovely acne at the time. Um, but those face scrubbers, and then you also have like the pedicure things, and so there's a lot of different random beauty care electronic things. And then there's also like earbuds and the cases for earbuds and that stuff like that. I say earbuds. My son's like, they're not all earbuds, Mom. I'm like, okay, fine, Tony. They go in your ear. They go in your ear, and that's really all I care about. So facial cleansers, things like that, the little steamers. And so you could probably put those under some home goods as well. So I hope that information is helpful to you. We are offering still our Makari and Poshmark workshop, so you can come and sign up and join us as we talk about Makari and selling on Poshmark, what you need to know, what you need to do, so that you can be successful at selling. That workshop starts on Tuesday the 11th. So join us Tuesday the 11th. I don't know why I didn't put the date on there. It's Tuesday the 11th, Tuesday the 11th, Tuesday the 11th. So that's this week, tomorrow. If you sign up, you can go to https /swiy.co /merch Posh. So just the first four letters of Makari and first four letters of Poshmark. Join us as we talk about selling on those platforms and, so you can get started. That's a great way to raise some extra capital or help your cash flow this Q4 if you need some extra money to buy inventory. And so if you need some money, this is a good way to get going. And if you want to get more sales and more exposure, depending on what it is that you're selling, remember they do like they like new stuff. New makeup is for sure. So, and things that work. So, all right. I invite you. This is the cover of the new 2023 eCom Planner. So we want to help you turn up the dial on your business in 2023. If you're ready, go grab it right now. You can go to myecomplanner.com. Again, myecomplanner.com to get the e-commerce planner at a discounted price. It is the ultimate ecom planner. And as soon as we get our ecom planner in, I will actually be recording a video to show you the inside. It's totally awesome. Totally, totally awesome. So don't forget the boot camp. It is happening now. It's been happening. So it's free to all Academy members and also free to eCom Sellers members. It's every Thursday at 8 p.m. You can join us for the boot camp. We are in the middle of, I think this is week 3 or 4. I can't remember. But come and join us as we talk about Q4 and what you need to be doing, what you need to be thinking about, where you need to focus your Q4, and some little tips and strategies that may help you this Q4. And if you didn't grab the Q4 All Access Pass, go get that now because that will allow you to get 50 leads every single week. We got them in September, October, November, so you can still grab it. We'll go back and give you the September, and we'll also give you what we've already distributed for October. So you can go back and get the historical ones. So you can go to ecomq4summit.com right now to grab the All Access Pass for the Q4 Summit and also gain access to all of the training that's included in there. And if you don't want to do that, you can grab your leads, your Q4 leads to help you this Q4. You get 50 leads every single week, all the way up until the end of November. Well, you get these until you decide to cancel your subscription, whereas the other ones end in November, the end of November. So you can go to ecomsellsacademy.com/RAOA leads, grab your Q4 leads. So here's an example. I had to pull this one up. This is actually a great one because this is a bundle opportunity and someone took advantage of that bundle opportunity. So you can buy these Frankfurt chocolate balm pumpkin spice at Big Lots right now for $2.99. You can buy them for $2.99. It's the 1.6 ounce box. And it is selling on Amazon for $12.99. You can sell the 2-pack. The low price right now is $16.95. You can get the 3-pack, and the low price is $27.97. You're buying it for $2.99, so you're buying it for $3, and you're selling it for almost $28. I don't know about you, but that is a nice markup because I get 3 of them for $3, so I'm spending $9, and I'm turning around and selling for $28. That's not bad. What do you think, Kelly? That's not bad.
Oops, sorry. I was muted. Sorry, that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I know. And then if you sell the 4-pack, it's $35. So this is the time of year where you need to be looking for bundled opportunities. Someone saw it, they put it up, and now, and as far as the number of sellers that are on it, like I'm sure after this broadcast, there'll be more sellers on it. But at this very moment, there are not that many sellers on this listing, which is crazy. So again, Big Lots is always a great place to find those hidden gems that people aren't thinking about, that they can source from. So I'm going to show you guys another bundle opportunity that doesn't exist yet. I'm going to show you in just a second. So you can grab your RAOA leads by going to ecomsellersacademy.com/RAOA leads right now to get 50 leads every single week and use that to help you make money right now. Also, in there, you probably are going to come across some bundle opportunities. Just remember that our RAOA leads list and the leads list that you get inside of as part of the All Access Pass for Q4 Summit, like over 30%, I'm sorry, not 30, over 70% or 60% of those leads are replenishables. So over 60% are replenishables, and probably close to 50% are potential bundle opportunities or are bundles. So in some form. So I'm going to show you a bundled opportunity that currently does not exist based on the little research I did. It's not a lot of research. So this particular product, sorry if I can just pull it up real quick. So at Aldi's right now, I'm going to pull it up. These little Black Forest, burst, fruit, juicy, whatever you call them. Aldi's has them for, I can't remember what the price is. I was just in the store. Okay, so I don't remember the price. I want to say it's like $6.99 or something, or $5.99, $6.99, something like that. So it's one of the two. The thing that you want to notice is that this is the 36 pack. So it's a 36 pack, and it's at Aldi's. When I go on Amazon, what I am seeing over and over again is the 40 pack, 40 pack, 40 pack. Now, I just want you guys to see this. This is the 40 pack. I know where the 40 pack is coming from because I'm a bundle person. So the 40 pack is coming from Walmart, or the 40 pack is coming from Sam's Club. That's where it's coming from. You can find that 40 pack in there. But there isn't a 36 pack. If you created a 36 pack, there is not going to be a lot of sellers on there with you. Now, do people want the 36 pack, or do they want the 40 pack? The fact that there's two pictures and that they're getting more than one, I think is really what matters. And so if you were to go to Walmart or the Sam's Club and you bought it right now, and I think it's like $8.99 or something like that, they're selling a 2-pack for $31.97. $31.97. 31, that's $32, people, that they are selling a 2-pack for, that they probably bought for about $8 a box or $9 a box. Not bad. I like that deal. You can probably list the 36 pack that you can get for cheaper at Aldi's. The listing does not exist for the 36 pack. I'm telling you, I did some preliminary research. I couldn't find it. So since it doesn't exist, you can go put the 36 pack up, and you can be the lone seller of the 36 pack, a 2-pack, a 3-pack, a 4-pack, just like they did for the pumpkin bomb that we just looked at. So if you want to find opportunities like that, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and get our RAOA leads list. That's what you need to do, because that's where you're going to find that kind of stuff. If you go and get the RAOA leads list, you're going to find products that you could potentially sell in bundles or packs. You're going to find opportunities that don't exist that you can create yourself, and you can be the lone seller for a period of time. Now, as soon as you create that listing, are other people going to jump on it? Absolutely. But this is the time of year in which food items, replenishables, consumables are selling like hotcakes, and they're going to continue to sell like hotcakes. And when it comes to these lovely gummies, what are the chances that people will stop buying these gummies? These gummies will continue to sell after Christmas. They will continue to sell all year. They'll sell like hotcakes in the summertime, and they'll sell like hotcakes just before school starts. So the gummies will sell all the time. And again, you create the listing for Aldi's. If people can't find the 36, if they don't have an Aldi's near them, they won't be able to jump on that listing. So I'm just saying, it's an opportunity. Somebody's going to do it. So I just want to encourage you guys, grab the eCom Sellers Academy RAOA leads list right now so that you can take advantage of things that you can create bundle listings for, or bundled opportunities that, that there's limited sellers on. That's all I'm saying. I love bundles because then you can raise the price of what you're selling things for. So with that, somebody's going to do something with that, Kelly, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody will. All right. Well, this has been the eCom Sellers Podcast. My name is Nicole Whitlock.
I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
And we come to you every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the eCom Sellers Podcast and come hang out with us again. Also, you can join us on the daily eCom planning sessions that are 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. So come hang out with us, and 7 a.m. on Saturday. So come hang out with us. We are live in the e-commerce planning Facebook group. And with that, we are going to say goodbye for now.
Bye.
Bye.